How's it going, guys? It's your favorite teacher, Mr. G, coming at you with something new today. So let's start with a little bit of review before we start. Now, I got my calculator here. When I'm looking at 5 squared, what am I doing? I'm doing 5 times 5. Not 5 times 2, not 2 times 5, but 5 times 5. Right? Remember, we wrote this out in our homework. So we're looking at 25 there. Same thing when I'm talking 5 cubed or 5 to the third. We're talking 5 times 5 times 5 equals 125. And I could do a little bit of math down here for you where I could do 5 times 5 equals 25, right? And then 25 times 5 is 125, right? Same thing for my 6. So let's get my calculator back here. 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. I think I did that right. Let's make sure. Let's double check. It's always good to double check. 6 to the second is 6 times 6, which is what? 36, right? So 36 times 6. I hate typing with my mouse. Equals, I don't know that off the top of my head. 36 times 6 equals 216. Two 16 times 6, which would bring it to the fourth, equals 1296. Okay, now we got to make sure we're using calculators for this part because that's a little tricky, and that's okay. I'm going to show you guys something new today, and it's going to absolutely blow your mind. So let's do it. Bloop. We're talking to the 0 power. And Luciano, I know for 100% certain that you, sir, can do this problem in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds. You could email me and be like, Mr. G, it literally took me 2 seconds. Can you do it? We're all waiting on you. No? Not yet? All right, I'm going to show you something. When I bring something to the 0 power, guess what that means? It's 1. 5 to the 0 power, it's 1. 5,768,000.6578428 to the 0 power is 1. $5 trillion, like Donald Trump says, is to the 0 power is 1. There you go. Now you know. Refer back to this one. You do some homework on this. But let's do another one. If 10,568 68 to the 0 power is 1, what would 10 to the first power be? Anybody know? Anybody know? It's always itself. 10. That doesn't change. What up, 5,787 to the first power? Same thing. It's that exact number that I just made up in my head and I was speaking too fast, so I can't even remember the number. What if it's 7 to the first power? It's going to be 7. That's it. That's all you need to know there. But I thought you guys thought, and I know you guys are thinking, I just get excited over this stuff. And I know you guys are thinking, that's all? That's all we're learning today? It is. Psych, it's not. I got one more thing. I'm very excited today because I really like math today. I don't know why, but here we go. 1/4 to the second power. What on earth could that mean? And I'm going to tell you something. We could do this without a calculator. Yeah, I'm serious. We could do this without a calculator. How do I know? Well, if something is, let's say, 5 to the second power, what does that mean? That means that I'm multiplying 5 by itself. 5 times 5, right? 5 times 5, which is 25. So 5 to the second power is 25. But, George, what do I have to do up here? Because I have no idea. I need you to email me and help me because I am so confused. Zainab, do you have any idea? I don't know. But that's it. Man. Oh, I remembered. I'm going to do the same exact thing that I did down here, except with my fraction. And we just did multiplying fractions for about a week and a half, so I don't even think you need a calculator. What do I have to do? I'm going to do 1/4 times, we'll fix that. 1/4 times 1/4 equals, well, 1 times 1 is 1, over 4 times 4, which is 16. There it is. It's just that easy. We could look to cross. What do you see, Kareniza? See anything? Nico, you see anything? I don't. I don't see anything I can cross. But I can do 4 times 4 and 1 times 1, right? I told you, Luciano. This is something that you could do pretty well. I think you're pretty good at the multiplying fractions. I've seen your work. It's pretty impressive. Your parents have told me that you've been doing this independently. Your dad's been helping you when you've gotten some brain farts, as I like to say. But you've been doing this independently. So I think that you're going to be able to do a very good job with this. But let's do another problem. What if we did, let's do 4/6 to the third power. Now, I know I have to do 4/6 times 4/6 times 4/6, but I'm going to take this one step at a time. My first part of the problem is going to be 4/6 times 4/6. And for the start, I want to keep this as a mixed number, not a whole number. I don't want, I'm sorry, an improper fraction. I'm just getting so excited. I'm messing up my vocabulary. I want to keep this as an improper fraction, right? Not a mixed number. I don't want any whole numbers. I want an improper fraction where the top number is bigger than the smaller number. Now, I have this up. I'm going to the third. So I'm going to put another 4/6 down here, right? Because I know I'm multiplying the answer of this by 4/6. Now here I can cross multiply. I know that these are two even numbers. If they're two even numbers, George, what can I do? Exactly. I could automatically know that 2 goes into both. So 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 6 3 times. I'm going to do that on my opposite side. And now I can multiply across. 2 times 2 is 4, right? And 3 times 3 is 9, right? 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to take my 4/9, right? I'm going to take my 4/9. I'm going to put it here. Can I do anything across? Yeah, I could do 2 and 3 equals 2 times 4 is 8. 9 times 3 is 27. And there's my answer. Now, I'm just showing you a little bit more complex ones. We're going to go into that one a little bit next week. But I'm just showing you this to show you the process of these fractions. Okay, so what we're looking for today in our homework, okay, is we're looking to do something like this. There'll be a problem like this here, just to sum up what we've got. So instead of writing 5 times 5 times 5, you can use your calculator and type in 5 times 5 times 5 equals 125, right? I'll put one of these in there. I'll put a problem like this. I hate typing on this thing. 53,217 to the 0 power, right? So something like that will be on there. I'll do something like 9 to the first power, right? So we'll have that on there, okay? And then I'll have a few fraction problems on there, like 1/5 to the third power, right? I'm still doing 5 times 5 times 5, except it's on the bottom part. So I know it's going to be 1 over 125 because I'm not cross multiplying, right? So I'll have some stuff like that there too. If you guys have any questions for me, of course, hit me up via email. Let me know if you need any help. We could set something up. But until tomorrow, I will see you guys later.